City, New York, Philip Morris presents The Milton Berle Show. With Burt Kelton, Jack Albertson, Arnold Stang, Mary Shipp, Arthur Q. Bryan, Al Kelly, our singing star Dick Forney, the music of Ray Block and his orchestra, and yours truly, Frank Keller. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we salute the railways of America. We now bring you a man who was a great inspiration for railroad building. One look at him and you want to make tracks. And here he is, Milton Berle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Gallup, that introduction, one look at me, you want to make tracks? I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate all the trouble you go through just to get jokes like that. Creeping through those dark cemeteries and copying lines off tombstones.
Oh, come now, Bert.
No, Mr. Gallup, I really appreciate it. Imagine digging your way out of your grave every night just for that.
Berle, I'm getting quite fed up with your constant references to my physical appearance.
Mr. Gallup, it's all in fun.
Well, I find your boorish jesting not only crass, coarse, uncouth, and acrimonious, but extremely perverse.
Oh. Perverse? Yes. And just a minute ago, you said you didn't like it.
Berle, I can only say of you what the great Toscanini once said of his fourth French horn player who showed up at a big concert with a leaky valve.
And what did he say?
Graziazza lentano manicotti.
Translated?
Schmo. And may I add, it loses nothing in the translation.
A schmo. My, Mr. Gallup, that's awful. That's the first time that I've ever been called that. In Italian. But I'm sorry, Mr. Gallup, if I've offended you. I really am.
That's quite all right. Perhaps I am a bit touchy tonight. Big weekend, you know.
Oh, yeah. You were up at that camp for music lovers again?
Camp Beethoven. And this weekend it was riotous.
Big fun again, eh?
It was a romp. All day Sunday we played games.
You played games?
There was a big three-legged race. And as usual, Mr. Anatole Barini of the Boston Pops Orchestra won.
He always wins?
He has 3 legs.
Wait a minute, Mr. Gallup. A man with 3 legs and he plays in an orchestra?
Well, not really. They use him as a music stand.
Oh, that's right. I remember him now. Old tripod Barini. They used to turn him upside down, throw canvas over him, and use him as a beach umbrella. What other games, Mr. Gallup, did you play at Camp Beethoven?
Well, all Saturday night we played What Is It?
That's a new game?
Yes.
It's called What Is It?
Yeah. We all sit around the campfire, and one of the guests, Ephraim Zimbalist, he plucks the E string on his violin, and we all try to guess what note it is.
Oh, that's good. And if you guess right...
Zimbalist takes off his E string and gives it to you.
Isn't that good? Have you ever won any E strings?
4 in one night.
Oh, you must have been hot.
Well, I do declare...
You do declare what?
I do declare if Ephraim hadn't tried enough, I would have had his rosin.
Oh, no. Gosh, Mr. Gallup, you know, I could stand around here all night just listening to you. But I'm too young to die. Well, you have a program to do, you know.
Oh, yes, that old thing again. Berle, what's the reason for the salute to railroads this week?
Well, Mr. Gallup, this is the big day in railroad history. Tonight, we're commemorating the first transcontinental railroad.
Really?
Just think, Mr. Gallup. 78 years ago, at Ogden, Utah, the president of the Southern Pacific Railroad, with thousands cheering, drove a solid gold spike right through the foot of the president of the Union Pacific. And if you don't believe it, just go to Ogden, Utah. The president of the Union Pacific is still standing there yelling for a crowbar. And that is why tonight we salute the American Railroad. The story of the railroads is the story of America. To tell about it isn't very exciting, but to read about it is even duller. It all began in a little carpenter shop in Pennsylvania. An invention was being completed.
Better nail it down some more, Hank.
Okay, boss.
That's it. Now, more glue. More cement.
Right, boss.
Now, chain it down.
Yes, sir.
There, quick, let me try it. It didn't even budge. Success at last.
Thus, the first Pullman window was invented. mighty railroads went forward. Once they had the Pullman window, they built a car around it. And in 1871, Mr. Pullman himself demonstrated his first sleeping car to a breathless crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a sleeping car. I will now pull aside this green curtain and show for the first time an upper berth. Ready? There. Pardon me, madam.
Yes, it was after this that they put numbers on the curtains. Then on went the mighty railroad. As the progress of railroads continued, safety became the watchword. New devices were added. Air brakes, couplings, all steel cars, all for the safety and protection of the passengers. But to this day, the greatest danger facing the innocent traveler on a train still exists. It is this.
Pardon me, friend. Care to play a little poker to kill some time?
Thank you very much. Thank you. That is the story of the railroad. And today, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, you cannot escape hearing that haunting rhythm of the railroads that so richly fills the air of America. Thank you, Whispering Jack Smith. But Mr. Gallup, breathes there a man who hasn't found romance on a train? Remember when you held her hand and sang to that one and only girl? To Niagara on a sleeper, there's nothing of the cheaper. The train goes slow. Ooh, off we're going to shuffle off to Buffalo. Cynthia, shuffling off to Buffalo with my Cynthia. The way she shuffled, you couldn't tell her from the buffalo. Remember, Cynthia, the first time I saw you on the train? How jealous I was because you sat next to the same man for the whole trip. It wasn't until later that I saw the handcuffs. Impetuous, fun-loving Cynthia. How you love to stick your head way out of the window train. The train window. It was a Studebaker. How you used to laugh when I warned you about the telephone poles until one day, boing, boing, boing. And then, Cynthia, when we pulled you in, how frightened I was when I saw that big bump behind your ear. What a relief. It was only your nose. As I remember about Cynthia. Your delicate way of getting off a train. You just lean a nail hook, snap you off. Cynthia, how different you were from the other girls who worked in the roundhouse. You were the only square. Yes, Cynthia. I'll never forget the last time that I saw you. You were racing a train to a crossing. I'll bet if you made it. But don't worry, Cynthia. As soon as they wire you together, up we're going to shuffle off to Buffalo. Now, please, no applause. If you just like it, throw money on the stage. Berle? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's your line.
Berle, in our salute to railroads, let us pay tribute to an honored railroad profession that is fast disappearing, the candy butcher.
The candy butcher? Yes, sir.
You wait for just that moment when the tired passengers at last think they're about to get some rest. Then you come through the car.
I come through the car. Ladies and gentlemen, just a moment of your time. I have here in a basket tasty refreshments and fascinating souvenirs. Genuine, artificial, imitation, orange-type drink. Ice cold frankfurters. Chocolate-covered nuts. Chocolate-covered candy. And that new confection that's sweeping the country. Chocolate-covered tomato herring. And while the girls of the ensemble are changing... No, wrong place, Ron. Pardon me. We have comic books, jerk beef. What is it, madam?
I'd like some Philip Morris cigarettes.
Yes, sir, that was Ragtime Cowboy Joe, played by Ray Block and the Philip Morris Cowhands. Mighty fine, Ray, mighty fine. I sure like to have that orchestra out on a range. A shooting range. I'm only kidding, Ray. You just see the look that man gave me? He's a tenderfoot. That's a switch. I'm only kidding, Ray. But on with the subject, ladies and gentlemen, of American railroads as we present...
Railroad Forum tonight. Railroad Forum tonight. The question, will smoking room conversation ever take the place of burlesque?
Thank you. You've heard the question beautifully stated by Mr. Gallup. Now let's have questions from the floor. Let's start with this gentleman here with the false eyelashes. Young man, you have a question, sir?
Mr. Berle, I'm a nervous wreck. Every time a train goes through a tunnel, I wake up shaking.
You can't sleep on a train?
What train? I sleep in the tunnel.
Thank you. Next question. This young man here in the aisle emptying a hot water bottle. Young man, what is your name?
My name is Temptation.
Temptation?
Yeah, I was named after the song.
Yes.
The whole family's named after songs. We're music-type people.
Oh, I see.
My father's name is Annie Laurie.
What's your mother's name?
Old Black Joe.
Wait a minute. Isn't there anyone in your family that has a name that fits him?
Oh, yeah, my baby brother.
What's his name?
Bleep Bloop.
All right, Temptation, have you got a problem?
Well, I got a problem. I want to get married, and I can't.
Well, look,
I ain't got enough dough, no apartment. The girl's father hates me.
Please, we're discussing railroads.
Oh, so my problem ain't big enough. I'm going to maybe stay a bachelor all my life, but that ain't a big enough problem for you.
I want
to be like other guys. I want to get married. I want to have kids.
But
I want a little white bungalow in Kew Gardens with a rubber plant on the porch.
Please.
I want to hear little voices saying, da, da. I want to belong to the Parent Teachers Association.
Yeah, but look.
What's the matter? What's the matter? It hurts you if I have a little happiness?
I didn't.
Shut up, you home wrecker.
Please, let's not get emotional. Now, if you have a question, ask it.
Okay. You want to buy a lady's home journal?
Thank you. Next question. Let's hear what the women have to say. You, madam, in the first row, rendering a chicken. What is your name, please?
Tallulah Feeney, I'm a homemaker.
I see. And you have a question concerning railroads?
Yeah, how can I teach my husband manners on a train? He sure is slob.
Your husband has bad manners on the train?
Bad. He's been thrown off cattle cars.
No kidding.
He gets confused on a train. Once he looked out the window and started yelling for him to stop.
Why?
He's seen a filling station. He thought he was on a bus.
I see.
What a jerk. He waits until the train goes around curves. Then he starts shaving with that straight razor of his.
Gosh.
Last time he come back from the washroom holding his ear.
It was cut?
It was off.
You have your troubles.
Him and his crazy habits. On trains he likes to sleep without pajamas. It's amazing.
Well, what's amazing about sleeping without pajamas?
On the observation platform?
I see.
So does everybody else.
Oh.
In the dining car. That's when he's really cute.
He's cute, eh?
Yeah. At the table, he opens up a newspaper, takes off his shoes and stockings, and starts flexing his toes.
His toes? Why?
He's holding the paper with his hand saying he's got to eat with something.
Well, that's awful. He's some problem when you're traveling.
Not anymore. Now when we have to go anywhere by train.
Yes?
I ship him ahead by freight.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Feeney. Thank you. And now, as a tribute to those famous underground trains New Yorkers know so well, we've been asked to repeat our rendition of the official subway song. Music sketch. Oh, I wish I was on the sea beach local, sipping on a Coca-Cola. Look away, look away, look away, Coney Isle.
Oh, you push and shove, but it's waste of fighting just to spend the day at Brighton. Look away,
look away, look away, Coney Isle. Then we wish we were at Coney.
Hooray, hooray.
At Coney Island, hot dog stands will fill ourselves with relish. Away,
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 away down south in Brooklyn. Away,
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 away down south in Brooklyn. Gallup.
Yes?
Would you just say the word railroad?
Very well. Railroads.
What was that?
Railroads.
Oh. Speaking of railroads, an incident happened to me. You notice how clever we got into the subject again? That's how this program's constructed. Like a tightly well-knit fib. But really, Mr. Gallup, just think. Just this week, I had an experience about meeting a train. It was one morning after breakfast. I was about to leave the house, and I'll never forget. Well, goodbye, dear.
Goodbye, Milton.
Goodbye, Junior. Junior, you be a good boy.
Just kidding.
I know. Gosh, I'll be late for rehearsal. Who can this be? Come in.
Telegram for Milton Berle, $1.20 collect, signed here.
There. Here's the money. Oh, wait a minute, young man. Here's a tip.
A nickel. Oh, goody. Now I won't have to swim home to Staten Island tonight.
Boy, you sure throw it around, don't you, sport?
Quiet.
Well, open the telegram, Milton. Who's it from?
It was sent collect.
Collect? That's Uncle Julius's pen name.
Quiet now. Junior's right. It's from Kansas City. It says arriving on the Monarch at Grand Central Depot today. Please meet the train. Uncle Julius.
Milton, today?
Yeah, I better rush down to Grand Central and meet him.
I'll go with you, Pop. You know what happens to you in a crowd.
What about me in a crowd?
If you see more than 4 people in one place, you start doing your old vaudeville act.
Oh, stop it.
I'm tired of passing through the crowd with that tambourine.
Quiet. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Train leaving New York on track 5 for Hackensack, Hoboken, Newark, and all points in New Jersey. Please let the bookies on first.
Junior, let's find out what time the Monarch gets in.
Attention, coming in on track 5, it's Super Chief, Broadway Limited, and the Lark. And here are the mutuals, 620 to win, 440 to place the show.
That's the 4th favorite to win today. Gosh, Uncle Julius may be in already.
Hey, Pop, here's a timetable.
Oh, good, Junior. Let me read it.
You read it?
Yeah.
But, Pop, it ain't all in capital letters.
Give it to me. Here it is. Trains from Kansas City to New York. Super Monarch arrives 2:15. Wait. See footnote A. Here's footnote A. Except Sundays, weekdays, and holidays. Oh, that's great.
But here's another train, Pop. See, the Super Monarch.
Oh, yeah. Arrives 3 p.m. That must be... Wait. See footnote B. Footnote B. Oh, here it is. Footnote B. See footnote A. This is awful.
Well, here's another, Pop. The Old Reliable.
Oh, the Old Reliable. That sounds like it. See footnote C. C. Discontinued as of January 1906. Wait, this must be the one, Junior. The Labor Day special.
Look at the footnote.
Runs daily except Labor Day. Oh, wait. Why are we knocking ourselves out with a timetable? Here's an information booth. Clerk.
Next?
Yes, I'm next, clerk.
What can I do for you, sir?
Clerk, my Uncle Julius is arriving from Kansas City on the Monarch. Can you tell me what time it gets in?
Of course, sir. The Monarch is due at 5:12 at Tennessee. It just left us a flight forward because we realized that anything that we had the beautiful air-cooled toys, the diesel toys, and as it rolls through the hills of that stalemate, it leaves you with the kind of a toy that affords everybody a definite thrill. But that's without a diner. Next.
Wait a minute. I asked, what time does the
I told you. It left arbitration trade on the way to the Strawman. And as we told you about the grease, there's only one paddock being the trudge back for the trees. You are the one that's holding the Strawman. And please hold on to your stuff. Next.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, please. My Uncle Julius from Kansas City.
Mister, you're just like another man who was here the other day. He came up to me and he says, I would like to get a ticket to Strutterward back with Strawman. Strutterward back with Strawman. I says to him, what do I look like, a pig? Do I want a big backward toy? After all, it's only a sieve. And would you believe it? Today that man is dead. Yes?
No, look, I just want to know what time the Monarch comes in. This is ridiculous. Come on, Junior. This guy is nuts.
Well, let me try it, Pop. Look, mister. What my father wants to know is, does the Corbel stop at Spima Risen Drizza Drama Climbing?
Oh, the Monarch from Kansas City. It just got in on track 6.
That's the Stylers.
It's a Philippine.
Hey.
Glad.
Banaflip.
Ten legs.
Quiet. Quick. Junior, the Monarch's on track 6. Uncle Julius is on it. Let's get on the train and search through every car. Come on. Here, Junior, this is the monarch. Let's get on there. There, now we'll start from this end of the train and walk through.
Look, it's empty, Pop.
Uncle Julius must be in the next car. Come on. Wait a minute. Look, the train is moving. Come on, let's get off.
No, you don't understand, Pop. This train isn't moving.
It isn't?
No, it's the train next to us that's moving. Optical illusion. I learned that in science class.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, optical illusion. Gosh, Junior, sometimes you amaze Daddy. You're so intelligent. But let's go through the rest of the cars. Uncle Julius! Uncle Julius!
Hello?
Hello, Mom.
Junior, Uncle Julius has been here for 2 days. Where are you?
Kansas City.
Kansas City?
Yeah, Pop's in jail.
Jail?
Yeah, when we got here, he wouldn't pay the fare. He kept yelling he wasn't a passenger. He was just an optical illusion.
Poor Daddy. What can we do for him?
Well, he only asked one thing, Mom.
Yes?